if the burnout crushing your spirit right now is actually God's secret pathway to your greatest breakthrough. And by the end of this message, you'll discover the 3 hidden signs that reveal He's preparing something unprecedented for your life. You're exhausted, running on empty, and wondering if God has forgotten about you while everyone else seems to be thriving, but here's what most believers don't realize. Burnout isn't your enemy. It's your invitation to experience God's mysterious way of stripping away everything that isn't essential so He can rebuild you stronger than before. The Bible reveals in Isaiah 40:31 that those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. But notice it doesn't say those who hustle harder or push through pain. It says those who wait, and waiting feels like the last thing you want to do when bills are piling up and deadlines are looming. Here's the shocking truth about why God allows His chosen ones to hit rock bottom. Burnout forces you to release control, and control is often the very thing blocking your blessings because you've been trying to build your kingdom instead of seeking His. When you're too tired to strive, too depleted to perform, and too broken to pretend everything's fine, that's when God can finally work through you instead of around your stubborn independence. The first sign God is moving through your burnout is an unexpected peace that makes no sense given your circumstances. You might be facing financial pressure or career uncertainty, yet there's a strange calm settling over your spirit that whispers, "I've got this," even when logic screams otherwise. Jesus promises in John 14:27 that He gives us peace not as the world gives, but a peace that surpasses understanding, and this divine peace often emerges strongest during our weakest moments. The second sign is a supernatural ability to let go of outcomes you once desperately controlled. You find yourself saying things like, "God, your will be done," and actually meaning it, which is profound because surrender used to terrify you, but now it feels like relief. Here's something that might disturb religious people. God sometimes orchestrates our burnout to prevent us from achieving success that would ultimately destroy us spiritually, because He loves us too much to let us prosper in ways that would separate us from Him. The third and most profound sign is doors closing that you thought were your destiny, followed by completely unexpected opportunities that align perfectly with gifts you'd forgotten you possessed. This is God's way of redirecting your path toward His perfect plan, even when it looks nothing like what you imagined. I want you to comment below and tell me where in the world you're watching from, and share one area of burnout you're experiencing right now so our community can pray for you, because isolation makes burnout worse, but connection brings healing. Romans 8:28 reminds us that all things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to His purpose, and all things includes your exhaustion, your confusion, and your desperate need for breakthrough. Your burnout isn't punishment. It's preparation, not abandonment, but advancement toward the calling God has placed on your life that requires you to depend entirely on His strength rather than your own. As you rest in His presence today, remember that every day-by-day blessing begins with surrendering your timeline to His perfect timing. And sometimes, the greatest blessing is learning that you were never meant to carry these burdens alone. Stop trying to push through and start leaning in, because the same God who formed you in your mother's womb is forming something new in this season of depletion,
and what emerges will be more beautiful and powerful than anything you could have manufactured in your own strength.